toward the end of your relationship with your prior partner, Vanessa Paradis, correct?
I was drinking.
You were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
Amber rages on Mr. Rottenborn for embarrassing her in new examination of Johnny. Ben Rottenborn got his pants absolutely pulled down by Johnny on the stand after he tried to cross-examine the Pirates of the Caribbean star. Johnny seemed well-trained for the defamation trial, and it's not surprising that Amber's legal team could not get Johnny to crack on the stand. Amber was not happy about it, and her reaction was severe. Keep watching to find out more. Rottenborn struggled to gain online popularity. Early in the trial, Depp fans blamed Rottenborn for another of Heard's lawyers, Adam Nadelhaft, making an embarrassing gap that has since become the case's defining soundbite. Nadelhaft objecting to his own questions while grilling Depp. Watch the hilarious clip for yourself.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Rottenborn may have lost the case, but he seems like a good person. He's said to be a gentle soul. Both Fox and O'Keefe praised him and said he was undeserving of the online abuse he got. He's one of the kindest, most generous people. A reserved, quiet guy, Fox said. It seemed like Amber's team had come prepared initially, as they came with a lot of strong arguments. But when it came to cross-questioning Johnny, they were simply made to look like mistaken fools. That certainly seems the case when you consider how Johnny made a mockery of them in court without trying here.
The
We'll just take a look at the
accusations
next
that you
exhibit, Mr.
brought.
Depp.
I'm sorry, I was talking. Is that all right?
You'd answer my question. We'll take a look at the next
Oh,
exhibit. Thank you.
As long as you're happy, sir.
Relevance, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I'm trying to move this along, and when we stop with relevance, I just...
He said in the...
Objection, hearsay.
He said in the-
Objection, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. I'll sustain the objection.
It won't surprise you then that Amber completely dropped her original legal team and has chosen a new set of attorneys in order to win an appeal against the ruling of the trial. Heard announced the addition of Ballard's Spar attorneys David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown to her team. Earlier this year, Axelrod and Brown successfully defended the New York Times in a defamation suit brought by former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. Before indulging into the rest of this video, please note that this video is entirely based on generalized speculations and theories, and in no way does it aim at humiliating or defaming anyone. Elaine Bredehoft, who represented Heard at trial, will now step down from her legal team, according to the press release. Ben Rottenborn, who was co-counsel on the case, will remain with the firm. Bredehoft described it as the perfect time to pass the baton. I have pledged to Amber and her appellate team my complete cooperation and assistance as they move forward on the path towards success, Bredehoft said. When asked to explain the decision, Heard spokesperson stated that a different court warrants different representation, particularly as so much new evidence is now coming to light. A two-part documentary about the explosive 6-week trial was also released, featuring never-before-seen footage from the courtroom. The first segment focused on Depp's side of the story and featured interviews with members of his team, including Ben Chu and Camille Vasquez. However, in the second part of the story, her lawyers, led by Ben Rottenborn and Elaine Bredehoft, chose not to share their thoughts. Could it be that they already did not feel confident? That being said, let's have a look at what the internet thinks about the whole situation. One Twitter user said, Rottenborn is basically saying Amber Heard may have lied about the majority of her abuse accusations against Johnny Depp, but messages are still abuse, so samesies? Another pointed out that Rottenborn, you are not making sense. Amber was not removed from Aquaman. That one text from Johnny Depp did nothing. The effing executive of Warner Brothers said it was the non-existing chemistry between Amber and Jason Momoa. Please shut the F up. That's all for this video, folks. Let us know if you enjoyed it by liking and subscribing for more. Until next time.